What's up, team? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. It's been a wild couple months around the hobby farm here. We had a dog die, we had a horse die, the well went out. We've had some catching up to do, but the sun is shining, the grass is growing, and it's time to get the mower out and do some work on it. The hubs on the mower deck came apart last year, and I just parked it for the winter. This mower we've had for 5 years. It has 180 hours on it, and I have done nothing to it except charge the battery or change the battery in the springtime. So we're going to do oil change, spark plugs, air filter, fuel filter, new hubs, new blades, new belt. I think that'll get us going. So stay tuned, check it out. Let's get after it. Okay, team, we're working on a Cadet XT1 with a 50-inch deck. A lot of these lawnmowers are the same. They just put different bodywork and paint them a different color, but they're probably all produced in the same factory in China. On these Cadets, if you come over and pop the hood, there is a parts list underneath the hood that will show you what you need to order. You can order pretty much everything for these from Home Depot. I think Lowe's carries them now too. We have Murdoch's where we're at. Murdoch's carries them. They can probably order parts for you, but obviously the cheapest thing to do is just order it on Amazon, so that's what we did. The first thing I'm going to do is get this deck off. On this particular mower, it's just a lot of quick attachments. If you see this little pin down here, we're going to pull that out. That'll drop the front. Then you'll have another pin back here. That'll drop this corner, and you'll have the same thing on the other side. You only have 3 pins. That will drop the whole deck down, and then you'll have to take the belt off, and I'll show you all that. So let's get after it. All right, guys, I'm gonna jack it up a little bit and then drop the deck down. That'll give us more room to get in there and get these pins and bushings out. Okay, guys, we got all 3 pins out. All right, guys, I'm going to show you what's broken on mine. As you can see, the hub itself broke off, and it also bent the deck think this one was broken last year. I managed to doctor it together. I know this one was broken. So they come with different hubs. I have hubs that have 4 ears on them. Some of them only have 3. But I really hope I got the right ones. We'll get these taken off. We'll get these taken off. And once you get the deck off the mower, it's actually pretty easy to work on. I like to take a picture of the routing on the belt. It is underneath the hood on that decal that I showed you with the parts. There's a diagram that shows you how the belt wraps through there, but I like to just take a picture. It'd be my suggestion to you guys. So we will do that as well. Okay, let's take these plastic covers off. On mine, these are going to be 10 mils. I'm sure it's probably the same for pretty much all of them. Cool. Next thing we'll do, we got to turn it over and get the blades off because the hubs are actually going to come out this way. So I'll flip it over, we'll get the blades off, and then we'll start pulling the hubs off. Okay guys, next step is going to be getting these old blades off. If they look a little weird, it's because I replaced the blades, but Home Depot didn't have ones that fit, so they were too long. So I actually cut them off. So they're not the right blades to start with. But regardless, mine are 15/16 for the center hub nut. It's right-hand thread. I'm going to be using a 1/2 inch air gun. You can probably get them off if you have some way to brace these with just a breaker bar. Alright, that'll get us to our next step where we pull these bolts off of these hubs. I'll get you in a little closer. So these are the bolts I was talking about that you probably can't see from way back there. I think they're 7/16 or 11 mil, but we'll check it out and I'll let you know. We're going to pull 4 of these out on each one, and that hub will come out that side. The hubs that I ordered come with a new pulley, bearing, everything already assembled, so we should be able to just put them on top. I don't know if they came with new hardware. I hope so. Regardless, I'm going to Loctite these because it does vibrate and shake a lot. And then this one, we have some damage to our deck here, so we're going to try and flatten that out, and we might have to get the welder out and try and weld those cracks up a little bit. This ear is broken off on the back side and it's just spinning. So I'm going to try and hold it with some pliers while we hit it with the air gun. Alright guys, that's going to get all the hubs out. I'm gonna turn it over to flatten this out, probably crack out the wall there. Okay, we're not trying to reinvent the whole deck here. We're just trying to keep some cracks from spreading. I wire wheeled off the area where I'm gonna be welding, and I wire wheeled off where the ground is gonna go. I obviously didn't clean the rest of the grass off, so if something catches on fire, I'm just gonna drag it out in the driveway and let it burn all the grass off. Be aware of that, be conscious, always use safety first, guys. I feel like I have to say that, even if I don't subscribe to it. Okay, we'll let that cool off while we put the other hubs in. Then we'll put that one in and turn it back over. All right, these are what our new hubs look like. They're greasable, they come with the new pulley on them, and I did order new blades for them too. And they came with new hardware. Let's throw these things on. So I'm just using blue Loctite on them, guys. Hope you can see this. These are a different size. These are 1/2 inch or 13 mil. They're not 10 mils, but they're also the Amazon special. So you're gonna put it on from the back side, and we'll just get some started. So the bottom of the deck is done. The reason why you didn't see me put these blades on is because I had to go back through my video and see which direction the cutting surface went. This is why I say it's always good to take pictures or videos, guys, before you take it apart. Hubs are all on. The reason you didn't see that is because it's honestly probably just getting kind of boring. It's 4 bolts. I hammered them down with the air gun. Don't go too much. These hubs are just like cast aluminum, so you'll pull the threads right out of them. With these new bolts, you do have room to put a nut on the back, but don't make yourself extra work if you don't have to. We're going to tighten up the blades, and then I will flip it back down. We will change out the idler pulleys and put a fresh belt on it. All right, guys, these are the idler pulleys. There's nothing wrong with them, but kit came with new ones with new bearings. They are a sealed bearing system. They've been on there for 180 hours, so we're going to change them out anyways. Should honestly be pretty easy. So when you take your second idler pulley off, it's going to make it a lot easier to get your belt off. And change the belt out while we have that apart. I'm also going to make sure that they sent me the right size belt, so I will line it up and compare it with our old one. Belt looks good. Those are all the same. Okay, we just got to route the belt, get all the trash out of the way, and then we'll slide it back underneath and get it hooked back up. This kit, I will put a link in the description. I think it was like 140 bucks. I went down today to see what it would cost to replace this. The biggest one they had was a 48 inch and it was $3,000. So for me, it is worth it to order it up and at least give it a shot. I know it's probably not going to get another 180 hours out of it, but every little bit it gets is $1 saved. So for you, I mean, for me, it would be worth it to buy a used one that the deck was bad on and spend the 130 bucks to do this job on it versus going down and paying $3,000 for a new one. That's a decision that you have to make on your own. But this is probably taking me 30 minutes, 45 minutes, guys. The parts were here in 3 days. It was 130 bucks. I think it's worth it, but that's a decision that you have to make. So I'm going to throw the belt on this, and then we'll get it back underneath there, and then we'll service the engine. Okay, guys, I got the belt back on. You can pause it right here if you need to look at how I routed mine. We're going to slide the deck back underneath, and then this will go up and hook onto the drive pulley and clutch that comes off the bottom of the engine. So it's gonna be kind of hard to see that. I'm gonna slide it underneath. We'll get it all put back together and then we'll start working on the engine. All right, guys, just got done test running it. I think we are gonna break it up into 2 videos. So the guys who just wanna see how to rebuild the deck, just watch this video. If you're interested in servicing the engine, then stay tuned. We're gonna do another one on that. It should be really quick. I got it nice and warm right now. I just went out, tested the blades. Everything works great, much quieter. Once we get the engine serviced, we'll run a couple passes on the yard and make sure that it's cutting evenly, and then we should be good to go. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. Things I can work on, things that you liked, things I need to fix, let me know. That's always good to get feedback. If you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. This isn't our typical content. Usually we're doing dirt bikes or 3-wheelers or 4-wheelers, but every once in a while we throw some hobby farm stuff in, tractors, sawmill, chainsaws. So we got a little bit of everything. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned. We're going to do a little bit more mower work, and then we're back to 2-strokes. So thanks, guys.